and you got to a point where you could use the computer.
And I understand that, but I don't think I was necessarily ready to like hop back
True,
to doing shit like this.
true. So that's
And
why I
then
told you.
and then not after I got out of AIT, I was super focused on you're gonna hurt yourself if you. I was super focused on like being a good soldier, all this other shit, and then by the time I got out of that phase, I started my relationship, and my relationship led into my marriage, and then now I was in that phase. So for the last 2 years, I've been
You just
super like preoccupied by a bunch of shit that
right.
unfortunately, yeah, I would every now and then I would stream or upload some footage of me playing a video game and try to make a video here and there, but it was
But
nothing
it
like
just
I was
wasn't the
doing.
same.
It was nothing like I was doing before, right? So
Yeah,
unfortunately, Soap is kind of disappeared from the internet.
yeah.
And what's really I guess the first question, Mr. Bennington. By the way, we're live. We've been live for like the last
Oh yeah,
15
I saw it. I saw it.
minutes. And
Yeah.
what's really what is the internet without Soul Fist the supervillain on it?
Oh well, the internet without Soulfist and supervillain, or just us in general, is I would still say it's still the internet. It's still wild stuff going on,
It functions the same
but
way.
but just but
There was
it
nothing
didn't
like the
have.
Soulcast. There was nothing
Yeah,
like the Soulcast.
it's nothing like that. But it's nothing like that because I think that the difference between us versus so many other different perspectives is that every perspective is either here or there. I've never seen people. I've never seen any other perspective exemplify how you can the nuances of being one or the other.
Hey, ladies and
Like
gentlemen, if
for
there's something
example,
that we do on the Soulcast, we get nuanced here.
yeah, we get nuance because I
We
will say
get
this
nuanced here. We get new.
because
You
like
know what? Can I add to that if you wouldn't
yeah,
mind?
yeah,
I would say, yeah, we do get nuance here. But here's one thing about the Soulcast. I would say 100% over and over again. If you go back and watch a lot of a lot of the old sparring session between me and Mr. Bennington here, right? The mental jousting that we would do.
yeah,
I challenge you to
yeah,
find a compilation or a series of videos or live streams of two individuals who almost never agree with each other, but it never gets argumentative or disrespectful.
nah,
Ever, ever.
nah.
It never gets that way. It's like,
But
hey, Mr. Bennington, this is how I think about this, and blah 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 blah. Oh, hey, so look, I see where you're coming from. I hear what you're saying. I get why you think that way, but this is why I think of it this way. And I'm like, okay, look, I get what you said. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
This now, but check it out. Look at it like this, Mr. Bennington. Look at this. This is the blah blah blah. It's like, oh, okay,
true,
I see where you cover, and it's that back and forth, and
yeah,
it's never like angry. And I watch a lot
nah,
of stuff where people they'll do these debate. They have these live debates, and it turned into shouting matches. I'm like, bro, all he's doing is telling you his opinion. Why are you getting so upset by it? Why are you so bothered that someone doesn't think the way you think? You might not,
right.
Mr. David Bennington and Soul Fist, the supervillain, have been very, very close friends since 2010.
Longer. I know you since the ninth grade center.
Yeah, yeah. So like, how often do we like actually agree with one another? Like I know I don't mean understand where other one's coming from, understand their perspective, and understand how they got to that point of view. I mean, in our own personal worldviews. Okay, when we're talking about hoes, we pretty much agree with each other.
Yeah, I don't disagree with her.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
talking
disagree.
socially, politically, economically, we're kind of like on the same boat. We're both I would say physically conservative and socially liberal. I would say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
I would say
yeah,
we're both physically conservative and socially
yeah.
liberal.
I
But
don't
that
care what people do, as long as it's two consenting adults.
I
The
don't give
fuck
a
you want
fuck
me to
what
do
you do.
about it?
I don't give
It's
a,
like,
don't tell me what to do. And I don't care
right,
how you do it. I'm trying to spend your money, but I'm not about to blow my money. And don't
right.
don't don't demand that I have to blow my money for you. So, but even with that being said, most people are like, well, if you're physically conservative, I'm physically conservative. and you're social liberal and I'm social liberal, we have to agree with each other. Nigga, no, we don't. I don't
No, we
care.
don't.
I don't care what you do. You know?
I don't. But also, I don't allow. I don't allow certain points to get taken. This is what happens with a lot of things too. What will happen is somebody will make a statement or make a stance, and then other people will take that stance and then justify their dumbass stupidity off that stance. Like they'll be
Are
like,
you saying people will like assume your motive, your intention, your what you think and how you feel about something?
yeah, because like, or no, it's actually worse than that. This is what they'll do. Let's say, let's say, hey, there's this guy, right? He doesn't like black people. He will listen to you critique a black person and say, yes, that's why those niggers gotta go. Whoa, I didn't say that. 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 That's what I mean. It's like, no, I didn't. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Right, that's your belief. I will sit there, I
Yeah,
will listen to your belief. I will hear why you think that, and I'm not gonna judge you for that. But that does not mean I co-sign that belief. It means I'm willing to listen to it because how can I say I don't agree with it if I don't actually listen to it?
yeah.
How can I say? Oh wait,
Like, like,
yeah.
like.
Hold on, Mr. Bennington. Give me 5 seconds. My wife is calling for it.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bennington.
Yes, sir. Hey guys, it's I'm actually super happy to be back on SOULcast actually because um it's been a long time since I've done anything like this. It's been even on my own channel. It's been a minute. I mean, outside of me making like video game videos and like posting them online. Um, I haven't done anything like this in a long time. Uh, like you said, we do disagree, but it's more along the lines of just understanding where we're both coming from, and also talking about the once again the nuances of our channel because of our channels because and this is something I tell people all the time. Although I would be considered a let's say politically I'd be considered a Democrat, liberal, whatever. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between an 18-year-old liberal in college and a 30-year-old liberal in the real world who has to live in the real world and deal with people on a day in day out basis and do things and have a bevy of experience, whereas that 18-year-old does not have that bevy of experiences. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? What else? You know, we don't, and I don't think enough. I don't think that happens enough in our world, where it's always one or the other. There's no conversation about having both, or there's no conversation about the nuances of one versus the other. And I kind of want us to get to not judge each other based on who we voted for in the last election who we who we identify or how we identify, but having the conversations about what do those things mean and what do those values mean and how do those values function. But I'm super excited to be back on the SOULcast. I'm hoping that Fallon and all those other guys can come back to us. I'm sure they will. They're probably just a phone call away. They've probably been looking forward to the same thing.
Oh man, are you kidding me, bro? The old gang. All I do is message them right now, or maybe not assume because I don't know what's going on with their life right now. But if I guarantee you, if I come towards them and just my bad, I just jumped into the conversation.
Yeah, you
What
good.
was the general topic that was being talked about?
Well, no, I was just talking about how excited I was and how how we have on the Soulcast we talk about, for example, I said that there's a difference, even though I am politically a liberal or a Democrat, whatever, right? I said that there's a difference between an 18-year-old Democrat versus a 30-year-old Democrat.
uh, socially liberal, not to be
Socially liberal.
confused with like the typical liberal or like a leftist,
Right. Leftist, yeah.
or I'm not no damn socialist or no communist. That's
Right.
not what I
That's
am.
not me.
No, that's not what I am. Like
That's not that's not
just
what I
to
am either.
clarify that socially liberal, as in I don't care what you do, just don't tell me what to do.
Right. And also, let's say, well, because politically I'd be considered a Democrat, right? But I would tell people all the time there's a
I would
difference
not be considered a Democrat, but keep
right.
going.
But I would say that there's a difference between an 18-year-old Democrat and a 30-year-old Democrat. There's a difference between a 30-year-old Democrat and a 50-year-old Democrat. There's a
Can I
difference.
tell you what I think the difference of those things are?
But
I think if you're an 18-year-old Democrat, you're young, you're innocent, you got an excuse, you don't know no better. I think if you're like a 30, 40-year-old Democrat, one or two things is happening. Either one, you are the dumbest motherfucker on the planet, or two, you hold on. You're very, you're very compassionate. You're intellectually compassionate, and you seek and hope for the best in people. Because that's the only way I can see somebody reaching those later years of life and still being a Democrat, or three, you are a Democrat defined by what was a Democrat like 20 years ago, and you're not a Democrat defined by what is a Democrat right now. And so you really need to stop calling yourself a Democrat. You need to stop referring to yourself as a libertarian.
probably we gotta change a different name. But also this is also something I said before too. This is the problem that I think we're having a two-party system is that you need more parties
We
because
do have
not
more parties.
everybody does the same.
We
Huh?
don't have a two-party system. We have a. I understand people say we have a two-party system, but that's incorrect. We have a system where two parties are very, very popular.
True.
That doesn't mean the independent party doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the independent party doesn't exist. Keith, you need to stop jumping on me. Okay, come on. Act first. Come here, girl.
We should.
But like I said, it doesn't mean the independent party doesn't exist. Doesn't mean people can't run that way. It doesn't mean people can't win that way. Uh,
Is it people?
hey, Ekans Delos, Eli the Snake is popping through right now. What's going? Hey,
Is he?
next time I'm
Let's
in
see.
Houston, man, Mr. Bennington, we're gonna hit up some Buffalo Wild Wings, go watch a movie or something.
Okay. Cool. Can't wait to see.
But Mr. Bennington, what were you saying about the two-party system?
But yeah, no, I was
Well,
just saying
the
that.
alleged two-party system.
Yeah. Well, because what I was saying is that I always wanted to get to the nuance of even those conversations where it's like because I can guarantee you I have met Democrats that I can't fucking stand. I, like
Oh,
some of the most unrealistic,
are you talking about
dumbest things.
99.98% of Hollywood?
I, I mean, I don't know most Hollywood actors and actresses, but I can tell you this: I've met college students that I can't fucking stand.
Okay, so God, the average college student. If you lick me on my face again one more time, the average college student is one thing, but when I mentioned Hollywood, I did that for a certain reason. There are a lot of films and stuff I'm a huge fan of. I guess in game and below, I love the MCU. After Endgame, not really a fan of the MCU, but a lot of the MCU
Really?
after.
Really?
Yeah, after Endgame, I don't really give a fuck about the MCU. I think a lot of the movies are trash. The only ones I enjoyed, the only one I enjoyed was Spider-Man: No Way Home.
You didn't like Shang-Chi?
I didn't even see Shang-Chi. I didn't care for it.
It was
And
good. No, it really was. It really
I
was a
didn't, I
solid
didn't
film.
hear terrible things about it. That's not what I'm saying. I just didn't care to watch it, especially
Right.
after Endgame, especially after beating Thanos. I didn't give a fuck about watching Shang-Chi. The only movie I really, really enjoyed was No Way Home.
No,
I seen Quantumania, Ant-Man Quantumania. I seen Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
I
Those
like those.
movies, I was okay on. I didn't really like love them, but I also didn't hate them. I was like, okay, well, that was fine. That was
That's
an
fun.
okay watch, right?
Yeah.
Every other project, I basically hated, with the exception of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought that
Oh,
series was okay.
I like. You didn't like WandaVision.
I didn't give a fuck about. I didn't care about WandaVision. I watched it. I was bored the entire time. Loki.
I like Loki.
I didn't mind Loki. Loki was fine. Literally everything else I thought was terrible.
You didn't like Hawkeye.
So I didn't mind Jeremy Renner. I didn't mind. Oh god, what's the girl's name? She played in 17 again, and she played Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
No,
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. I
Yeah.
actually like her in a lot of the films she's in.
Yeah.
I didn't mind her. I didn't mind Jeremy Renner.
Spider Gwen.
The story of Hawkeye wasn't like offensive, not offensive. I don't know a better word though. It didn't disgust me. It didn't anger me. It was so middle of the road and so like okay, it was fine. I hated the way Kingpin was portrayed, and not like
He was barely portrayed though.
but that's
He
what I'm
was
saying.
barely portrayed.
It wasn't Vincent D'Onofrio's performance because he did a great job, but it was like when we're talking about the fuck muttering Kingpin, he needs to be presented as much of a threat as he was in Daredevil seasons 1, 2, and 3, and in Hawkeye. I felt like
He just wasn't that.
he was just like kind of like an afterthought who they
He was
pulled
because he
in.
was an afterthought. Because he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, he was like an afterthought who was like pulled in for the last 2 or 3 episodes, and then
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna shoot an explosive arrow at a box of firecrackers, and it's gonna take Kingpin out. And I'm Kate Bishop, and what took Matt Murdock 2.5 years to do, I did in a minute and 35 seconds. I'm just like,
But by
okay,
accident.
by accident. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't. So it wasn't like I don't think Hawkeye was bad. It was just kind of, actually, damn, I didn't really want to get into this, but we could get into this. So what Hawkeye did was they did to Hawkeye the same thing they did to James Bond, the same thing they did to Indiana Jones, the same thing they did to a lot of historically, and I'm going to use this word, shocker, empowering male characters. Right. And I know. Oh my God. Empowering. So you talking about that? Yeah, no, there were a lot of male characters, believe it or not, that we as young boys watched that were empowering. Rambo was empowering. John McClane from Die Hard was empowering. Fucking Rocky Balboa was empowering. These are empowering. These are empowering. Indiana Jones, James Bond. These characters were empowering. When you watch a lot of these characters now, when they make these new movies featuring these characters with the older actors, they do the same thing. Same thing they did with Hawkeye. They're old, grumpy, bitter. All their friends and family are dead. They have nothing to live for anymore, and they just don't give a fuck anymore. Luke Skywalker is the best example of this.
I hate that. I wish you didn't bring it up because you're not even mad.
Mr. Bennington, please. Like I understand your frustration because it pisses me off too. Because you're trying to tell me the most optimistic motherfucker in the galaxy gave up. When fucking Obi-Wan and Yoda and everybody around him telling him, hey bro, you gotta give up on your dad, bro. You gotta give up on this. You gotta kill this nigga. And Luke's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I won't give up on him. And the reason why Luke did this, Luke himself doesn't know the reason why he won't give up on Anakin, Darth Vader. But the reason is because Padme's last word to Obi-Wan before she died was Obi-Wan. They're still good in him. They're still good in him. And the last thing she said, her final belief, she passed on to her child, and her child picked that up. And listen. You might think I sound crazy right now, but motherfucker George Lucas is a genius. Padme's last thought, her last belief before she gave birth to Luke, literally passed on to him. There is still good in my father. So when everybody else in the galaxy is telling me to give up on this motherfucker, I'm not going to do it. There is still good in him. If Luke won't give up on Darth Vader,
Why the fuck would he give up on his nephew?
Oh my god!
Why would he try to kill his nephew in his sleep?
Oh my
What are you talking about?
bro.
I hate it here.
That's the crux of the issue. But then this gets misrepresented and reportrayed in different ways. The fans just hate the fact that a female is the Jedi and she's the main character. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
All my favorite Jedis are females. Two of my favorite Jedis are females. Two of my favorites.
And Mr. Bennington, I think this is where ideologies clash. Because I believe you take this as just like corporations being corporations and being disconnected and trying to sell a product. But I take this as a personal attack of on who I am as a person, and you're trying to assume my morality.
It is.
But do you get the point I'm coming? Like yeah. I don't care that Rey's a female. Hell, I play Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's one of my favorite games. Whenever I get enough points to summon a hero, I'll summon Rey. I will admit that. I'd rather play as Rey because the idea of a female Jedi amongst all these other male Jedis is enticing. It's cool. It's dope. It's new. But like it has to be presented in a way that is good. And the way Rey was presented
wasn't good.
It wasn't good because she found out the Force existed, and then 5 minutes later, she was like, I'm gonna use the Jedi mind trick. Now, I understand that they're making this movie, and then they had Rey use the Jedi mind trick. Star Wars. So I'm supposed to be like, oh, look, she used the Jedi mind trick. Oh my God, nostalgia. Oh my God, you remember the Jedi mind trick? The logical person and the critic in me is like, how the fuck did she just do the Jedi mind trick? No one taught her how to do that. No one taught her how to do that. How did she mind trick that stormtrooper? And so when she's doing all these force powers, when she just, oh, I'm Rey, I'm angry, I'm gonna shoot force lightning. No, you have to literally be taught how to do that. How did you do it? Oh, I'm Rey, I'm gonna deflect lightning. No, Windu's the only nigga who knows how to do that.
Like, unless you're using it with a lightsaber or Tutu Menace, which, by the way, you have to be taught that.
Who taught you?
Who taught you?
No, she just does it because I'm Rey and I'm so fucking awesome and I can deflect lightning. How are you doing that? And okay, so the only evidence I need to prove this point is the fact that Anakin Skywalker is a Sith Lord. He is, but he fights like a Jedi. He uses Force grip, Force choke, Force push, Force repulse. He does not use Sith abilities at all.
Oh.
He doesn't use lightning. He doesn't use anything because the majority of his life's training was light side training. So he uses light side techniques. Why would he randomly start just doing force lightning out of nowhere when no one ever fucking taught him how to do it? But Rey can do everything. Any Star Wars power you've ever seen in your life,
she can just do.
She can do it.
And it just doesn't make sense because like you have to be taught most of those things. Like I'll put it to you like this: in terms of the main characters of Star Wars, the three main characters in Star Wars for each generation was Anakin, Luke, and Rey.
Anakin and Luke. I don't accept that. I reject Rey.
I reject Rey too, but let's just roll with this for argument's sake, sir. Hear me out. Of those three, the least trained.
Right.
Right, by far. It's not even a conversation. It's not even, particularly if you're comparing it to Anakin.
Oh, but Miss Bennington, did you forget that Leia Skywalker, who's better than Luke Skywalker in every way, taught Rey how to be a Jedi?
She's not. She so isn't. She is actually objectively kind of bad at being a Jedi. That's the reason why she stopped.
Oh my god. Hold on, Miss Bennington. Hold on. We're going to continue this conversation. Don't lose your train of thought. I want to hit some of these chats real quick if that's okay with you.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, all right. So we got first Eli the Snake, obviously Ekans Delos. You're all familiar with him. He's been on the SOULcast before.
Yeah. Of course.
He says, okay, FAM, Film Actors Guild. I think he was referring to the strike that's happening right now. Is that something you like to get into later?
Oh, it just ended, didn't it?
I'm not 100% versed on it, so Mr. Bennington, I might need to have you take it from here and talk about the Film Actors Guild.
Okay, I know a little bit about it because this is not the first strike we've ever seen, and I've kept up with the strikes before. Um, Pay these people their money.
Okay.
Pay these people. Pay these people their money, bro. What y'all doing? Like, what are we doing?
I just know a lot of it wasn't main characters actors. It wasn't the starring role. It wasn't the main Avengers. It was a lot of the characters who played supporting roles during the strike because they believed the disparity between them. From my understanding, I could be wrong.
Yeah. No,
but
go ahead.
they're the disparity between people playing supporting roles and people playing main character roles was just way too high, and they feel like they weren't getting paid enough. Would that be accurate to say?
It is, but also, and also the writer strike had a lot to do with corporations using part-time writers rather than full-time writers because they don't want to pay the writers
And creating trash stories in the process.
and getting trash stories in the process. And that's why I said, dude, just pay these people. For that situation about the writing situation, just pay these people. Now, if you're talking about the actors who play side roles, well, I hate to say this, but Robin wouldn't make as much as Batman.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, you got diehard Robin fans like me. I love Robin the Boy Wonder. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I don't care if it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake,
Whoever.
Damian Wayne, Stephanie Brown. You got diehard Robin the Boy Wonder fans or Girl Wonder, Stephanie Brown, fans like myself. So, but I understand what you're saying. For the mass public, a movie called Robin the Boy Wonder is not going to sell like a movie called Batman.
Does not. Does not.
We got Captain Hero. Hero Temple from Link. How you pronounce
Hyrule.
Hyrule? Captain Hyrule, a person I know closely personally. Captain Hyrule says, I'm about checked out from the MCU also. Eli the Snake says, I only watched Hawkeye for Haley. I mean, I understand that. She was also in another movie called Edge of what is it?
Edge of 17.
Edge of 17. 17 again with Zac Efron. I misspoke earlier. Rolo says Hawkeye was mid for real.
It wasn't. I no. Here's my thing. Simply because something's mid does not mean you can't enjoy it.
No.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I've never had a bad ride. I will admit this, that the Honda Accord is a mid car. I've never had a bad ride in a Honda Accord.
Well, I mean, the Honda Accord is killing the competition. That's like the most sold car in America.
No, it is. I'm not arguing that. When I'm saying mid, you understand what I mean by mid, meaning
it's like middle of the road. It's like not impressive. It's
not. Look, the Honda Accord is not an impressive car, but I've never had a bad ride in a Honda Accord.
It does what it needs to do.
Hawkeye did what it needed to do. Hawkeye did what it needed to do. It didn't try to impress you. It just did what it needed to do. I can put it like this. I can say that way better than I can say that about She-Hulk. I can say that way better than I can say that about Miss Marvel. Like honestly, Hawkeye was not a bad show at all. I actually had a lot of fun with it.
If you're comparing Hawkeye to She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, yeah, Hawkeye is like cream of the crop, bro. Like same thing like Falcon and Winter Soldier. If you compare
Falcon and Winter Soldier, hell, that's the reason why I love Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I think Falcon and Winter Soldier was a good show. I think it was genuinely a good show. I mean,
it was
things about it was kind of like, oh, it was kind of lame.
Yeah, a couple things, but other than that, I like the show. Same goes for Hawkeye, and same goes for Loki. Hell, same goes for.
I think Loki was a good show. I have not watched season 2 yet. I'm waiting for it to finish. So
it's already finished.
It's done?
Yeah, it's done. You just watch it.
Okay, there's gonna be a Loki season 2 review coming soon, then, people. Mr. Bennington, you would join me in that. I think it'll.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So it's awesome. I love what they did with Loki because they now made Loki a full character. He's now a hero. And I appreciate it.
Okay, damn. See, that's what I didn't want to hear. But I'll watch the show before I form my opinions. But I greatly dislike the fact that since Tom Hiddleston is so charming and so charismatic, Marvel feels the need to turn him into a hero or an anti-villain. I like my dirtbag, scumbag, piece of shit Loki. That's how I like my Loki. Nothing redeeming about him. But since Tom Hiddleston is such a great actor and he's so charming,
He is.
Marvel
No,
feels the
no.
need to kind of
Let's be
make
clear.
him like kind of an anti-hero, kind of like a redeemable and make him a hero. I'm like, dude, just let him be an evil piece of shit. Because that what they're doing with Loki would be the same thing if I told you, hey, The Dark Knight came out in 2008, and by the time 2018 rolled around, Heath Ledger Joker was a full-fledged hero. What?
Oh no,
No.
no,
Oh, what?
no! I want.
Why? Oh, no,
Why?
but Mr. Bennington, they redeemed him and they gave him a reason to be here. No, let him be
No, not him. No, not him. No, not Joker. Not Joker.
Well, Mr.
Not
Bennington,
Joker.
they spent 10 years building him up to turn into a hero. This
But
was the
not,
same guy that waged war on the earth to get a magical space rock.
that's true.
Like,
Like this nigga almost destroyed New York.
So that's how I feel about that. But we're gonna go on past that.
Yeah. No, but it's so solid. No, but honestly, the MCU show was pretty solid.
Ekins Eli the Snake say empowering is now deemed as toxic masculinity.
I disagree because I believe that you can be. Because here's the thing: when it comes to toxic masculinity, I do in fact believe in toxic masculinity. I have seen
not,
people.
I do not co-sign this opinion, but keep going.
Hear me out. Because this is how I would describe it. I believe in toxicity. I believe that there's toxic people, and they because things like masculinity, femininity, Christianity, Judaism, all those things are filters. And if you have toxicity throws through those filters, it will represent itself in a toxic way.
Right, but toxically black. Like the fact that you can deem masculinity as toxic, I don't agree with. I think they're just people who are toxic, who happen to be men, who happen to be women, who happen to be masculine, who happen to be feminine, who happen to be Christian, who happen to be Jewish, who happen to be Islamic. I don't think
happen to be black.
Happen to be black. I don't think saying like, well, this is just toxic Islamism. I just think that person's just fucking toxic.
I just think he's insane. I wouldn't say that Muslims are the problem. The Taliban is. I wouldn't say white people are the problem. The Ku Klux Klan is.
Yeah, right. So it'd be like, oh, this is just privileged, toxic whiteness. What? I don't co-sign that statement.
I don't co-sign that statement at all. I want to be James Bond, but I don't know most people who don't want to be James Bond.
Not the new, sad, depressed Daniel Craig James Bond, even though he's pretty badass too.
I like introspective James Bond.
No, I want my James Bond sipping fucking alcohol and fucking bitches and
you want Pierce Brosnan.
I want my James Bond to have watches to shoot lasers and stuff. Now, I do like Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Yeah,
I liked him in Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall. But like as the movies went on, and by the time we got to like Spectre, I was just like, or the new 007, I forgot what it's called because it was so fucking trash. But
I like that one.
Oh my god, no! With the new chick who's meant to replace him or whatever the fuck. Anyway, it was just like by the time we get around like the Spectre era of the Daniel Craig James Bond, I'm just like you're taking away everything that makes him James Bond, but you're claiming he's still James Bond. And if I say, yo, I don't like this, you tell me you just don't like James. You don't like no. I want to watch a James Bond movie. And he's just you're old man Loganing him. You're doing to him what you did to Wolverine. I'm just like, well, he's no longer the berserker. And when in an Old Man Logan or the movie Logan, which is a great film, a 10 out of 10 film, is a fantastic film. But the 2 or 3 times when Logan in his old man state turned into the berserker Wolverine, those are all the best parts of the movie because they all remind us of what he used to be.
Yeah,
This
he
is
still
why we
has that in him.
love. This is why we love this character, not
He
this
still
new, sad, depressed, lonely, old version of Wolverine. You're trying to tell me I have to accept. I want my Wolverine. I want the Berserker Barrage back. I want Weapon X back. That's what I want.
but also there has to be more to the character than just Weapon X and Berserker, right?
No, no. I'm gonna give you my perfect example. Perfect example. Monkey D. Luffy. He is a dumbass. He is socially retarded. He doesn't like to fight, but he's ready to fight. And he will beat your ass. And he wants to eat meat and then go to sleep. It's been over 1,000 chapters. That's all that there is to him as a character. But in a situation where his character can fit, the perfect example. You told me you recently started watching One Piece, and last
Yeah,
time I spoke to you, you said you were in Water 7.
yeah. I had to stop for a minute, but I made it to 400 right now. Last
Okay,
episode I started with 400.
are you
I know I'm past the
are
time
you in the
skip.
Marine Fort War?
I know I'm past the time skip.
You already
Wherever that
passed the
is.
time skip. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect. So we're gonna talk about the first half of One Piece then. Only the
yeah.
first half of One Piece. Luffy, as dumb as he is, this motherfucker's not stupid, right? Like I take you back to I would say chapter like 150. I'm gonna take you back all the way back there, right? When he's in Alabasta, he's talking to
Wow.
Vivi, and Vivi's like, "Oh my god, this and that," and then Luffy he just sits down. He's like, "I'm done. I'm tired of this. I'm done." And he's like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm done. I don't want to. I don't want." Luffy's like, "I don't want to walk no more. I don't want to walk through this desert no more. I don't want to do this no more." And Vivi's like, "We got to stop crocodile." He was like, "Okay, cool, whatever. I don't give a fuck. We got to stop the war. Okay, cool." He was like, "Cool, whatever. What the fuck? I don't care." And Vivi gets upset at Luffy because she's like, "If we don't stop crocodile, people are going to die." And Luffy looks at Vivi and says, "Vivi, people die. That happens. There's nothing you can do about this. You're so focused on stopping the civil war. You're not focused enough. You're not focused enough on stopping crocodile, but you can't stop crocodile. That's why you're not focusing on it. But you're also not smart enough to realize that since you can't stop crocodile, you need to ask me to do it. And I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I'm not gonna do shit unless you ask me to do it. Just like with Nami, with Arlong. I'm not going to go beat Arlong ass until you tell the truth and you tell me, Luffy, I need your help. Can you please go beat up Arlong for me? So when Vivi finally, she got mad, she got pissed, she started hitting him, and Luffy hit her back. You bitch, don't put your hands on me. I'm talking the truth. You can't stop this war from happening, but what you can do is ask me to go beat Crocodile's ass. As dumb as Luffy is, as simplistic as his character is, he can understand the nuance in situations like this. Ask me. Tell me go beat Crocodile's ass. So what I'm saying is when you say, well, he can't just be the Berserker forever. He can't be Weapon X forever. Why can't he? Goku's the country bumpkin. He's the hick who loves to eat food and wants to train, and he's looking forward to the next fight. And it works all the time. You don't have to change that about him. You don't. Like, you don't need to. You can develop a character without changing their fundamental morals and core beliefs. I guess that's the point I'm making. That long
Right,
winded.
right. And I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you on that. I just think that there's a nuanced way to tell that story because at some point, it not Tommy Oliver when he was in Dino Thunder is a very different Tommy Oliver than he was in Zio.
I don't think he was, but hold on. Wait a minute. Explain your point.
Yeah,
I gotta run to use the restroom real quick.
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Explain your point. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna respond to it.
All right, because I was saying, people tend to get older. People tend to see the world differently as they get older. So if you if you're gonna see the world differently as you get older, and you tend to move differently as you get older, at some point, maybe you're not always the berserker. Like we know that you're a berserker. Where else can you be? And that's really what I was trying to get at. I'm not saying that you have to change the fact that Wolverine's the berserker. I'm saying I like to see Wolverine The teacher. I would like to see Wolverine, the protector. I would like to see Wolverine,
Okay,
the
I want to
you
respond
know.
to that.
That's
When
it.
you mentioned Wolverine, the teacher, because I heard everything you said. My bad,
Yeah,
I'm not far away. I heard everything you said. I'm
yeah.
immediately thinking of like the early 2000s cartoon X-Men Evolution.
I love that show.
I hate that fucking show.
Why?
I hate Gym Teacher Wolverine.
What?
I hate it.
Dude,
I hate it. And Ekins Dillos is here in the chat. He'll know because I talked to him several times about this. I hate that fucking show so much. I hate the teenage X-Men. I hate Nightcrawler with his stupid fucking watch that makes his skin not blue. I hate Gym Teacher Wolverine. Oh
why?
god. We'll get more into this. I want to run through these chats so we can continue the
Yeah, go
conversation.
ahead. I was just
Um,
always asking why. I was like,
Okay,
it
Hawkeye
works.
was mid. Yeah, okay, empowering. It's not deemed toxic masculinity. Um, I love Ahsoka, the show, bro. I don't believe that for a second. I think you're capping. I don't believe you actually like Ahsoka, the show. That show had no plot, no anything. The show was fucking terrible. Mr. Bennington,
What?
anything you want to say about Ahsoka?
I didn't. I think the major problem with Ahsoka is that Ahsoka functions as Star Wars Rebels season 5, and unless you've seen the first 4
But
seasons,
it's nowhere near as
it's
good as Clone Wars or Rebels.
uh, I didn't dislike Ahsoka. I didn't dislike it.
I
I didn't dislike it.
I wish I could
I
give a
think it works.
better. I wish I could give a better defense for my passion towards the show. But I can't. But I will say, if you watch Jeremy John's review of Ahsoka, he perfectly explains every problem I have with the Ahsoka show. Shout out to Jeremy Johns, by the way, because he's a fucking OG in this shit, bro.
Yes,
He is.
I love Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns is one of the best ever.
Really, I figured
What?
some of his opinions you might not take to.
Oh no. Like there are things that I disagree with him on, but do you remember the Batman and Robin review? That's where I got
Okay,
that review from.
okay, I get what you're saying because I love Batman and Robin. That's one of my favorite
That
movies.
shit was ass.
It is, but it's still one of my favorite movies. So like I get what you're saying now.
You want to know why?
Um,
But I can understand the reason why it's one of your favorite movies because it's self-aware about how trash it is. At
it,
no point is so.
it's I would rather watch a movie where the plot don't make no sense and the characters are poorly developed and all this other shit, but it's fun to sit down and watch. They watch like a super technically proficient. Oh my god, look at my camera angles and my character development and all this other stuff. And oh my god, it's like a masterpiece of cinematography, but I'm bored for 2.5 hours. I would
That's
rather watch
what
a
you.
movie that's badly made, but I'm entertained. That's well made, but I'm bored every
That's
time.
what you're describing. Then is you will. What you're describing is a movie like Lord of the Rings or even Harry Potter, where both of those movies are technically proficient, well acted,
Yeah.
wonderfully made. You hate those movies.
Okay, so I greatly dislike Harry Potter. I can't get into it. I've
Right.
never seen Lord of the Rings. I've heard nothing but great things about it. Same thing with The Hobbit. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I've never watched it myself, so I can't give an opinion on it. But nothing I've seen of it from like trailers or people talking about it has made me want to sit down and watch it.
Okay.
And it's maybe because
Exactly.
maybe because of how long it is.
It is.
Nothing
It's a
made
very
me want
long franchise.
maybe nothing made me want to sit down and watch it. One day I will sit down and watch all of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all this other stuff and maybe give a review of it and stuff. But because I can't comfortably sit here and say no, I don't like Lord of the Rings. I've never seen it. But from what I've seen in Harry Potter, I was just like, I can't watch this. But
Right.
the reason why I don't want to sit down and watch Harry Potter has nothing to do with the story or the characters or anything like that.
It's because of the action.
Oh my god! Listen, the action to me is so trash. It's people standing
Casting
in front
spells
of a
each other.
green. They're standing in front of a green screen and
Shooting.
and doing this and then pointing a wand and saying Escala Mascata or whatever, and then like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a green screen beam, and then it's like an effect, and then something happens. I'm like, no, well, can somebody punch somebody, please? It's like
Right.
I can't get into like I don't mind, like I don't like watching stuff with wizards and witches in it. I don't, but I'll watch Fairy Tale. You know
Because at
why?
some point somebody getting punched.
Because at some point somebody's getting punched. Like the action will get me into it.
Right.
But let me Rollo once again say there are tons of female Jedi. That is true. Captain
That's true.
Hero says
Hyrule.
I checked out Star Wars 2, but been meaning to play Jedi Survivor. Play Jedi Survivor.
It's really good.
Play it. It's super
It's really
good.
good. Hell, Jedi Fallen Order while you're at it.
Since they even Vader can't do force lightning, we talked about that earlier. Palpatine never taught him, so he wouldn't overpower him. That's also true.
That's
Palpatine
also true.
purposely nerfed him, so he'll never become powerful for him and commit to the rule of two. Um, um, that's the South Park name. The actual name is SAG, Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Film Actors Guild. FAG. Okay. Okay, that's the South Park name. Okay. Okay.
That's
Okay.
tough.
That South Park is hilarious. Put a chick in it and make it gay. That's the new motto. Have you seen that?
What?
The South Park episode criticizing Disney and all this stuff, and it was just like Eric Cartman became the ruler of Disney, and every time they try to make a new movie, he was like, put a chick in it and make it gay.
That's funny.
That's like every goddamn film. Oh my god, motherfucking Jimenez. We're tearing it up this weekend, son. You already know. Yeah, that's motherfucking Jimenez. Yeah. You and I, hey Jimmy, you and I, we tearing it up this weekend, man. You and I, we tearing it up this weekend, bro. You already know. Like that's something more personal. I didn't even know he was gonna slide through. Eli the Snake said, "Sorry, Team America, not South Park." Okay, Rolo, the only Marvel thing I'm checking for is Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3 is going to be excellent.
You think it's not under Fox anymore? It's going to be under
I know.
Disney Marvel. Do you think?
Yeah.
I have faith that Ryan Reynolds is not gonna he's not gonna allow this movie to suck.
Right.
That's what I have faith on. So I'm checking for Deadpool 3 too. I'm definitely checking for Deadpool 3. Yeah, okay. I'll actually go see Deadpool 3. Why is there not a 4 local in your hand? I'm not drinking 4 local, man. I'm not doing that no more. Water 7 in its lobby is peak One Piece.
I don't disagree with you. I was gonna say, well, here's the thing. Actually, you know what is peak One Piece? I'm gonna say this. No, it's gonna sound crazy to One Piece fans. I like what you call. I like Skypiea, the Skypiea art.
Dude, Skypiea was a masterpiece.
It was.
It was a masterpiece. It was a
Now
masterpiece.
it's hard to watch if you're going week by week and waiting for each episode. I couldn't do that. But if you're just running through it,
if you get the whole story in once. Okay, so I have a story that fits this. When first time I ran through One Piece, and this was back when we were in high school together, brother.
Yeah.
This was way back when I was the only motherfucker in the library talking about One Piece.
One Piece, yeah.
Everybody said One Piece is trash, man. And you know what's funny about that? 10 years later, now One Piece is a worldwide phenomenon. Oh, Jesus Christ, I wonder why.
Right. Hey, listen, you were not the only person who was a loner in that regard. I was the only person screaming to the top of my lungs about Shaman King.
Oh no, I was there with you. About Shaman King, I was there with you. But it's funny. It's funny how when you'll read something, you'll get into it like, damn, this is really, really good. And you're trying to tell people like, I don't want to read that shit. Okay, that tells me you never actually read it. Right. It tells me because you would have read Shaman King or you would have read One Piece, you'd have told me, oh damn, man, this is like really good.
This is lit.
And like with One Piece, I understand. People say, well, it's the art style is kind of weird. Like it looks super cartoonish. It doesn't look like an anime. It doesn't look like. It's like
here's a catch. I don't disagree with none of that. It's still good.
I don't like if I'm sitting there looking at the panels of a Bleach manga and seeing how stylistic it is, and like at the panels in the One Piece manga, people are like, it doesn't really catch my eye. Okay,
Right.
fine. But what I'm saying is, if you actually sit here and read this shit and
It's
read the
actually really
story,
good.
now there's one thing I want to agree with. People say, "Well, there's no good fights in One Piece." What?
That's not true. Hey, I would make the argument that there are better fights in One Piece than there are in Bleach by leaps and bounds.
I would 100% agree with that. Can we say that live on the internet? Can we
Yes,
say?
I said anybody who disagrees with me, come holler at me right now. Come tell me that I ain't shit.
Can we talk about Luffy versus Arlong? Can we
Yes,
talk about? Can we talk about? Can we talk
I
about the
prefer to
Straw
talk.
Hat Pirates versus the Arlong Pirates? Can we talk about that?
Yes, I would prefer to talk about that over talking about how many times Ichigo got to lose against the same opponent before he finally wins.
Can we talk? Can we talk about the Straw Hat Pirates versus Baroque Works?
Can no? Can we not talk about Grimjow rounds 1 and 2 before we get to 3, where he barely wins?
Barely wins. Oh, can we talk about Luffy versus Lucci? Luffy versus the Inaru, the Straw Hat Pirates versus the Piece of the Sky? Can we talk about this? These are good
Can we
fights. These are great fights.
can we
Like,
talk about how most of Ichigo's fights he gets his ass beat and then he gets stronger, then he gets his ass beat again
no.
and then he
I'll
wins.
be better way. Can we talk about the fact that really Ichigo's the only one fighting in Bleach?
Nigga, can we talk about the fact that half of the people's bankais don't work?
Can we
What is
talk
the
about
point
dirty?
in showing us
Hold on,
these
Miss Benson.
bankais if they're not going to work?
Miss Benson, can we talk about dirty boots?
I get stronger as my shoot. Yo, I never want I dog Bleach
Can we talk
fan.
about dirty boots? Mr. Bennington, anything you want to say about dirty boots?
I get stronger as my shoes get dirty. That's correct.
Let's get through these comments.
That didn't even sound that. I swear that shit sounds like a filler arc. That sounds bad.
Walking through the Sahara Desert with nothing but a pack of Newports. That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Wolverine has layers. He does not need you. He doesn't need you to add layers to him because you think he's not complex enough. He already has those layers. I agree with you that X-Men
Okay, no,
Evolution.
I just want exploration on those layers. I'm not saying that add new stuff to them. I just want to explore a little bit. That's it.
Here's might be one that backs you up. X-Men Evolution is underrated.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
I
honest with you. I
love
don't know
I
about
love
that.
X Men Evolution, man. X Men Evolution was so much fun, bro. I had so much fun with X Men Evolution.
I meant Ahsoka the character, not the show. Okay, if you talk about Clone Wars Ahsoka,
Or even Rebels Ahsoka. I actually like adult Ahsoka. No, actually, I will take you to back. Hear me out. I am going to say something that's going to be anti what everyone thinks of me.
oh wait, before you do that, Batman and Robin is a better movie than Captain Marvel.
I will say yes, and it's because it's far more memorable. Even if it's better made, even though it's worse made, is a far more memorable movie. I can't remember a single line of dialogue in the Captain Marvel movie. What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
Everyone chill.
All right, everybody, chill.
Or my personal favorite, like I
Pheromone
told
dust
Lady Freeze
doesn't
before I
work on the
pulled her.
cold-hearted.
Oh no, or my personal favorite, as I told Lady Freeze before I pulled her plug. This
This
is
is
a
a one-woman
one-woman
show.
show.
I shall turn their bones to ice. I should watch it freeze in my hands. Okay, let me not get started on Batman.
Once again,
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Okay. Honestly, same here about Harry Potter. Same reason I don't think I would like Hogwarts Legacy. He's referring to the way combat is displayed in Harry Potter.
I, and that's listen. I acknowledge that not everything is for everybody. I acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? It's not made for everybody. It's not made for most people, but it's certainly not made for everybody.
Okay. This is a weird one. Dracula versus Beetlejuice.
I don't know what they're talking about.
The movies? Dracula versus Beetlejuice?
I don't know. I truly don't know. I
Straw
would say,
Hats versus the Foxy Pirates is peak One Piece.
ooh. All right, I'll put it like this. Give me your top
Stop. That's a
10 one.
troll. That's a troll.
It might be, but hear me out. So hear me out. Give me your top 10 One Piece
Luffy
fight.
beats Joy Boy in Gear 5? All right. Okay, let's stop with the choke.
Right. We can stop trolling. But I was gonna say this. Give me your top ten One Piece fights, and then give me the top 10 Bleach fights, and tell me on average which ones are better than which.
Okay, Mr. Bennett, damn, we can sit here and do this all goddamn day. I want to get into today's topic.
Oh yeah, sorry, my fault, my fault, my fault.
So
We'll
so
have that conversation later.
today's topic is Timmy Turner versus Jimmy Neutron. Damn, okay, that's a good one. That's a
That's a
good
good
one.
one.
Hey, goddamn, fucking mother, fucking Jamama coming through with Timmy Turner versus Jimmy Neutron. I don't know if you're asking who will win in a fight or whoever rather be. If you ask me who will win in a fight, I don't know. I guess Timmy Turner because he got
He
magic
can,
on his side.
you got magic, but
Whoever rather be, I guess fucking Timmy Turner because he got magic on his side. But Timmy's magic is gonna run out once he becomes a teenager. Jimmy's gonna be.
oh wait, you didn't see the episode then? The episode where
Oh no,
he,
no! I saw the episode when he made everybody stay the same age forever.
yeah,
Wild, wild shit, bro. Like wild shit.
and then he
Uh,
wished that almost 50 years ago, so he's actually 60.
Dude, he's like 60 years old, but he's still 10. Crazy. I'm ready to be Jimmy though, because that knowledge is gonna follow you for the rest of your life. Maybe.
It will.
That's my thought process. But I want to get into this topic, and so I'm gonna title this video after it goes live. Simping ain't easy. Am I doing too much, Mr. Bennington? am I doing too much?
Oh no, that man said sipping ain't easy. That's tough. That's
Am I doing
tough.
am I doing too much, Mr. Bennington?
I have to I have to see the context before I can make that determination. Holy shit. That nigga said simping ain't easy. That's tough. That's tough. That's rough there, buddy. That's tough. That's super tough.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull this
That's
up.
tough.
As you guys can see, I don't really fuck with no jumper at all. So I hate to be giving anything they produce any type of credit.
I didn't even know you knew about No Jumper. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck does mom? What the fuck does Soul know about No Jumper? What the fuck?
Okay.
I mean,
Mr. Bennington, are you familiar with a streamer known as Destiny?
Destiny. The white dude with the blue hair, right?
The blue dye done wore out, but yeah, that's exactly who it is. So
Okay.
let me give you some
I I,
background.
I know of him, but I don't.
Right.
But no,
So let me give you some background, Mr. Bennington.
definitely.
I'll give you some background on this so you can be more into the loop on today's topic. Destiny is primarily a political streamer who also
Right.
sometimes on the side tackles social and economic topic. So
Right.
his content is politically, socially, and economically centered. That's what he talks
Right.
about.
Right.
Um, he is one of, if not the biggest, streamers who was left wing, more democratic. Uh, he's not a socialist. He's not a communist. Destiny is not these things. He's smart enough to realize these motherfucking ideas don't work. Um, but he's very, very democratic. He is what people will refer to as a social democrat. Now, I consider this diet communism, diet socialism. That's what I
That nigga
consider.
said diet. That nigga said diet communism. I'm done.
That's what I
That nigga
consider.
said diet.
Right.
That nigga said
Um,
diet
but
communism.
I guess that's be the most fair way to describe him. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm not trying to mischaracterize his viewpoints.
Right.
Me personally, I do not dislike Destiny. I like to watch content from people I don't agree with all the time. I want to hear the way they think because if I can't come up with an argument to defeat their point of view,
Right.
then I need to rethink what I believe, or I need to admit what I believe doesn't make sense.
Right. I hear you.
Right. Destiny over the last year, over 2023, he went on what he called his red pill arc. He's been on various shows, Fresh and Fit, the whatever podcast, just pearly things, all these more right wing type platforms, and in a friendly manner debating them because he said his goal was to prove they're all wrong. Um, One of his biggest things, though, that they would bring up in these debates is that Destiny does not believe in traditional values or traditional relationships. He himself is in, or I should say, was in a open relationship where he and his wife would have sex with different people, and as some people would say, he was a little smug about it, like, well, you're talking about traditional relationships is the only way to go, but me and my wife have been married for 4 years and we have an open relationship, and I don't care if she goes to have sex with men that aren't me. Are you still following me?
See, this is my problem with the concept of an open relationship. Hear me out. Just hear me out real quick. Do you know how much I not have to love my girl for me to
No,
let her just
thank
go off and
you,
fuck somebody?
thank you, thank you,
Do you
thank
know
you.
how much I not have to? Do you know how much I not have to love you for me to not care that you getting fucked by another nigga?
What Destiny will say to this is like, well, it's not about the fact that I don't love my wife. It's the fact that I trust my wife way more than you trust yours, and I'm fully confident in the fact that like my wife could go have sex with one man or two or three or four or five and still come back home and we can be together because we love each other, and then she's
No,
just experimenting with her body,
no,
and
she cannot.
you can't take away her autonomous bodily functions and her right
I'm
to
not.
experiment and
I
discover
didn't take.
things, because that
I
just
didn't
means
take
you're
away her.
insecure and you don't love her or yourself.
No, I didn't take away her autonomy. I said that she has responsibilities and accountabilities. The moment that you step into a relationship is the moment that you're now accountable to the other person.
Okay. 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 Now, so let me give you the long
That's not a
story short.
relationship. What the fuck are we talking about? That's how business relationships work.
Mr. Bennington, as of
Yeah,
late, as of this week, as of
yeah.
Monday morning, I would assume, Destiny and his wife are getting divorced.
Wow.
And the reason they're getting divorced is because his wife has found a man that she wants to be with more than Destiny.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's a nigga who won't let her get fucked by other niggas. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that.
Hold on.
As a matter of fact, as a
I
matter
just
of
want
fact,
to say
I
right
can
now, I just want to say
guarantee
right
it.
now, before we go further into this conversation, we're not here to shit on Destiny, talk shit about him,
I'm
or
not.
anything like that.
I just don't
I
understand that
heavily
concept.
disagree with his lifestyle choices he's made.
Yeah. No, no. I just don't understand it. I don't understand the concept of an open marriage. I don't get it. I never
So
understood it.
here's my belief system on that.
Yeah.
If my wife were to have sex with a man that was not me, I'm speaking as a married man right now. I don't got my ring on because it's in my ring box. Because when I get home, I take it off. But if my wife was to have sex with a man who wasn't me, I wouldn't be able to be attracted to her. Like something in my mind, it wouldn't click. I wouldn't be able to maintain an attraction, right? And when I think about men who let their wife or encourage their wife or their girlfriend to have sex with men that aren't them, I immediately put that in the box of pimp mentality. Like I give so little of a fuck about you. I'll rather you go have sex with somebody who's not me and go make some money to bring the money to me. Because I don't give a fuck about you or your body or anything. I don't give a fuck about you catching diseases. I don't give a fuck about the fact that your body is the one that gave birth to our children. Yeah, let go ahead and let Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray bust nuts all up inside you because I don't care about you. That's the only way I can see that.
There's one way I can see it. I have to not give a fuck about you
Now hold on. Now
in order for
Destiny,
me to.
for the last year, when he was doing his red pill arc, as he described it, going to all these other podcasts, he was saying If you're not comfortable with your wife having sex with another man, you're just insecure.
You're. I hate that. The fact that I have a not even a standard. It's not even a standard. It's not like when I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of standards, I'm thinking of limitations on that person. I don't even have limitations on you. I'm just telling you what has to go through my mind in order for me to be okay with what you're doing.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Um, Mr. Jimenez states in the comments the amount of closeted diet communists in this country is amazing. He also calls them malt liquor communists. United States says Adam 22 is that you. So Mr. Bennett, we're gonna get into this video produced by Flack, who works for the No Jumper platform. I really
All
don't
right.
like this guy. I don't like No Jumper, but this video is super interesting, and I kind of want to sit here and watch this with you, Mr. Bennington, and watch this with the chat. And I kind of want everybody to like talk about it. You know what I mean? And that's because to me, the second you say, "Hey, I can have sex with women who are my wife can have sex with men that aren't me," in my personal belief system, to me that says you are signing the death note on your marriage.
Oh yeah, no, your relation. I feel like this. Your relationship's already dead.
But hold on, let's take a look at this video. We're gonna
All right.
start. Are you ready?
Yeah, no. Start the video. I just have to put the trash in the trash bag. That's it. No, start the video.
Okay, all right, we're going in 3, 2, 1.
The manner in which Destiny's relationship just ended today proves that Fresh and Fit was right all along.
I understand that as a man, I need to have the leverage. I need to be the leader. I need to be the dominant for her to actually.
Wait. We're gonna rewind it.
The manner in which Destiny's relationship just ended
We're
today.
gonna rewind that. I do not like No Jumper. Let's rewind this, but I agree with Flacco right now.
The manner in which Destiny's relationship just ended today proves that Fresh and Fit was right all along.
I understand that as a man, I need to have the leverage. I need to be the leader. I need to be the dominant for her to actually respect me and want to be with me and submit to me.
Now, if you're not tapped in, Destiny and his wife Melina are in an open relationship.
Interesting aspect of your relationship is you're in an open relationship. What's that like? From a game theoretic simulation perspective, what went into that calculation?
The only relationships I've ever done has been open relationships since I was like in high school because I didn't really understand.
Mr. Bennington, do you have something to say?
Wait, nigga. She just flashed the biggest red flag I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. She said the only relationships she's ever been in is in open relationships. That means that she's only dealt with men who don't give a fuck about her.
Right. So the lovely young lady, I'm not about to insult her. The lovely young lady looking at her name is Melina. That is Destiny's ex-wife. She has stated several times online when she got with Destiny. It's funny because when she got with Destiny, she left the guy she was with to get with Destiny. And I hold a firm belief that if a girl will leave her man for you, she's gonna leave you for another man.
She's gonna leave you for somebody else.
Yeah, but she's always stated that like she has never been able to be satisfied. She's never felt happy or content being with one person. Now, the guy she left Destiny for was smart enough not to marry her. Destiny married her. So Destiny, half of his finances, his home, his real estate, all his shit is now in jeopardy. If she wants to be evil and vindictive about it, she can take half his shit away. She also got a green card out of being married to him because Melina was born in Sweden and Destiny lives in America, and she was with him longer than 2 years, which is the amount of time it takes for somebody to be be ineligible for their green card being revoked because their marriage lasts longer than 2 years. Some people are saying what she did was incredibly calculated. I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to claim she only got with Destiny for a green card. I think she got with Destiny because it was more fun. Then she got bored and then she found somebody else more fun. But let's rewind this a little bit and bring it back to the conversation.
Then like why one has
relationship?
Destiny and his wife Melina are in an open relationship.
Interesting aspect of your relationship is you're in an open relationship. What's that like? From a game theoretic simulation perspective, what went into that calculation?
The only relationships I've ever done has been open relationships since I was like in high school, because I didn't really understand like why wouldn't you be able to like do other things with other people, but then just like have your main partner basically.
And whenever they went on Fresh and Fit together, Myron wasn't shy about expressing that your woman wanting to sleep with other people isn't really normal. Like most women, when they are in love with a man, only wants to sleep with that particular man.
That most of the women here prefer to have sex with one guy at a time, correct? Right, and preferably that guy will be providing you the security as well, correct?
Except her.
Okay.
I don't. I sleep around.
Okay, and that's and that's fine, and that's fine.
I like being single.
But would you prefer to have one guy that sleep around with women, or do you not care? It could be men or women.
It could be anyone.
I live my life by the philosophy of if you like it for yourself, I love it for you. So me considering Destiny a friend, I sort of ignore.
I want to say I agree with that real quick, not to stop the video, but hey, if you like it, I love it. I'm not about to tell you what to do. I'm socially liberal. Do you?
Right. But what I don't want, no, I don't mind that. What I don't want people doing is walking around acting like this shit is normal.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. To me, it's weird. To me, it's weird. But if you like it, I love it.
No. Let's call it what it is. See, this is the problem. Some things, for as much as I believe, for as much as I love subjectivity, I also love objectivity even more. Let's call this what this is. If you are with a woman who will fuck another nigga besides you, while still keeping you around, that means you are there to simply serve a purpose.
Right.
You are not there.
Here's my belief on that system. I have a lot of respect for women. I think I know I understand them. I know how they operate. I understand women are not men. They do not operate. As a man, we'll fuck. We will fuck anything. We won't commit to anything, but we'll fuck anything. We don't gotta like them. Hell, we can actually hate them. We don't gotta be attracted to them. We don't gotta know their
There's
name.
a reason why prostitutes exist.
Yeah,
there's a reason why prostitutes.
There's a reason why prostitutes exist. We don't gotta know their name. We don't gotta know what their hobbies are, their life goals, anything. If they look good, they got nice titties and nice ass, we will have sex with them. Does that translate to, oh, I want this woman to be my wife? No, it does not.
No.
That just means, hey, you look good, I'll have sex with you. Women,
most men who have cheated on their wives, they never cheated on their wife because they didn't love her.
It was just like, oh my god, this hot chick wants to suck my dick. Oh my god, like, oh shit, and they have a hard time. They have a hard time saying no.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why there's one of the SOULcasts where I kind of agree with you, where you were like, hey, because cheating to me is you sneaking behind your girl's back and doing shit she don't want you doing. But let's say the bartender sees you.
So let me explain that. For me, cheating, I think cheating is different for men and women, and people don't agree with this. But I say, if you're a man and you're paying another girl's bills, you're paying her car note, you're providing for her, you're buying
emotionally protecting her,
you're emotionally protecting her, you're cheating on her. If you with her just because she looks good, I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm not really saying you're like cheating on your wife. But for women, it's not that simple because women aren't men. Women don't do what men do. As men, we will have sex with basically fucking anyone, I should say. We have sex with anyone. It doesn't really matter. Oh my god, pussy feels good. You're giving me free pussy, I'm gonna take it. That's what we would do, right? But when women, they don't do that, because if they did, guys wouldn't have to try so hard to get laid.
There's a reason why Jay-Z has a mansion. If he could fuck Beyonce in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house.
He wouldn't buy a house, right? So women, for a woman to have, they understand. So men have sex from an invulnerable position. Men have sex from a dominant position. Women have sex from a vulnerable position. I'm not laying on my backs and opening my legs and letting you force yourself inside me. I'm not getting on all fours and letting you force yourself inside me. I'm the one doing the forcing. I'm the one going. I'm the one doing that, right? I'm never vulnerable when I have sex, ever. For women, it's not the same. Not only are they vulnerable while they're having sex, they have a chance of being vulnerable after having sex because they could get pregnant. But women are way more selective. Like there are chicks say, "Oh no, I can have detached sex." Well, no, you can't, because if you could, you would fuck any guy,
Right.
anytime, anywhere, any place, and you don't do that. Even the biggest hoes still have standards.
Like
Even the
I've
biggest
I've
hoes
seen
is like you still got to make money, nigga. You still got to
yeah,
dress
Miles.
good. You still got to smell good. You still,
So
even the biggest hoes still have standards. As men,
so
we
I'll say it
don't.
like this. So I'll say it to you like this. I've seen prostitutes turn down money.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
prostitutes. I've seen prostitutes turn down money. So don't
I've
tell
seen
me that.
prostitutes turn down money.
So
Now,
don't
now
tell me
you
that
ask
women
a
don't have
man.
standards. I've
You
seen
ask a man
prostitutes turn down
if
money.
you ask a man if he can turn down getting money and getting his dick wet. No, it's not about to
Most
happen. Give me the
most men
money
ain't.
and let me
I'm
get my
gonna.
dick.
I've seen prostitutes turn down money. So I know that women have standards. Women have to have standards.
Right, because they have sex from a vulnerable position. So when you are with in an open relationship as a guy, okay, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna meet this one chick. I'm gonna have sex with her. I'm gonna forget about her. Your girl, if she's in an open relationship, she's gonna go out. She's gonna meet a guy. She's gonna like him a lot. She's gonna she's gonna like him as much as you, or like him more than you.
She has to.
And then if she does, then she's gonna have sex with him. Then she's gonna get attached to him. And then what's gonna happen to your relationship after that?
Oh yeah, your relationship. No, I'll put it to you like this: your relationship is done the moment that she's scoping out another nigga.
At the moment. So this is where I think Destiny's flawed. Let's keep this video pushing, and keep it going from here.
Lord,
It could be men or women.
It could be anyone.
I live my life by the philosophy of if you like it for yourself, I love it for you. So me considering Destiny a friend, I sort of ignored a lot of what was going on, didn't really speak on it. Because if he was happy in his open relationship, then who am I to really critique? And I ignored some obvious red flags, such as Sneeko coming out and essentially saying that Melina, right, was trying to cheat on Destiny with him.
It's over. And I actually feel bad for Destiny, because I'm going to be honest, I've known this couple for a while, and I knew this was going to happen. It was very obviously inevitable that this woman was going to get a green card and then leave him. Because they got married, she cheated when they got married. She was with another guy, and then Destiny took her from the other guy. And I think she was engaged. So of course she's going to do it again. How you meet a girl is how you leave a girl. That's how the relationship ends, and the same way it starts. And I feel bad because I knew this was going to happen. She invited me to Europe, bro.
Bumbucker!
Like maybe 2-3 months ago, she was texting me a lot. And then she invited me to come and visit her in Sweden and then go to a music festival with her and her friend. And I actually, even though all the disagreements I've had, all the shouting matches I've had with Destiny, however many times he tried to discredit what I talk about, and, just a lot of disagreements, a lot of attacks, all that. I saw when I saw that I got that text message from his wife, come visit me in Europe. And I was like, bro, fuck. Can't do this, man. I can't do this.
That's so trifling, bro. That's so trifling. The fact that Destiny is sneaking.
Mr. Bennington, any comments you want to make so far?
I'm gonna say this: any relationship, any woman, and this is just a shout out to all the men in the room. Any man who's listening, any dude who could be listening to this video, whatever. If your girl suggests a open relationship, that relationship is dead, dog.
Yeah, it's over.
That relationship is dead.
All right, let's keep it pushing on the video. But yeah, I agree with you. It's over. It's over.
That relationship gone, bro.
Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I saw that, got that text message from his wife, come visit me in Europe. And I was like, bro, fuck. Can't do this, man. I can't do this.
That's so trifling, bro. Like, that's so trifling. The fact that Destiny and Sneeko weren't on good terms at the time, and some may say they were enemies, and Melina was still texting Sneeko, her husband's enemy, to invite him to Sweden to go to a concert together or a festival, aka hook up, to me is just trifling. Now, some may say Destiny brought it upon himself. I won't argue with that, right? Because how Destiny got his girl was kind of scandalous too. Sneeko and Fresh and Fit tells a short version of the story.
It doesn't mean that you need to make millions. Like, it doesn't mean that at all.
Okay.
Just like, if
I
you have
mean,
a
the
passion
reality is you
and
left
have
the
some
guy
sort
that
of
you were with
stability in your
before
life, then I
for
think it's great.
Destiny
This is
because
what I
Destiny.
like.
I just want to say, these videos being shown in this, the clips being shown in this video are over the course of months, like basically like over a year or so. And both Destiny and Melina are fighting so hard to say why their relationship works and it would never fail. And people were telling Destiny to his face, or even his wife to their face, that this relationship is not going to last, bro, and you need to get out of it. But that's context. Mr. Bennington, anything you want to say?
Well, of course. Listen, it goes back to what I just said. If your girl, how you get your girls, how you gonna lose your girl? So if you're gonna get your girl with kindness, respect, love, I put it like this: if you were, but because how he got his girl was scandalous, so of course this shit was gonna end in a scandalous nature. How you got this bitch was scandalous. How you got this bitch was disrespectful. How you got this bitch was disloyal. How you got her was wrong. So how you think you're gonna keep her, nigga? This reminds me of the Bible when David got with Bathsheba. You know what he had to do to get with Bathsheba? He had to put Bathsheba's husband on the front lines. The one, he already fucked Bathsheba, even though she was a married woman. Then he put the husband on the front lines to get killed so that he cannot feel guilty about what he did.
Right, because the dude had to be dead.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because so scandalous scandalous nature begets a scandalous nature.
Sneeko and
Right. So we're gonna bring it back from there.
Fresh and Fit tells a short version of the story.
It doesn't mean that you need to make millions. Like, it doesn't mean that at all.
Okay.
Just like, if
I
you have
mean,
a
the
passion
reality is you
and
left
have
the
some
guy
sort
that
of
you were with
stability in your
before
life, then I
for
think it's great.
Destiny
This is
because
what I
Destiny
like.
had more status, he had more clout. If we're gonna be all the way 1,000 here, like, because women typically do monkey branch to better guys, and your own mating practices have proven what I'm saying, that you went to a better guy that you had, and you did it overtly on a camera. Let's be honest here.
People can say whatever the fuck they want about Fresh Fit. I think Fresh is a bit of a clown, but Fit, Myron, that motherfucker knows what he's talking about, bro. Like as someone like who's a millionaire and deals with a lot of women who's chasing after him just solely because no matter how rude or how mean people think he is, regardless is you're Mr. Nice Guy, he gets more bitches than you because he got a lot of money. So he knows how women really are, how they behave. So no matter what people want to say about him, that motherfucker knows what he's talking about. And Destiny is an actual friend of his. So for him to say something like this, I don't think he's just trying to be an asshole just to make a clip go viral. I think he genuinely had a problem with Destiny's wife, and every chance he got, Fit or Myron would tell Destiny, bro, I don't like the relationship you're in right now, dude. And
it's a bad relationship.
It's a bad relationship. As much shit people want to talk about Fresh and Fit, I swear to God, I just because of like their status and their income and all these other things, and that they're popular and they're controversial. No matter what people say, oh my God, they're assholes. Oh my God, they're this and that. I guarantee you, they deal with more bitches than anybody else on a day-to-day basis. And if he's saying, just like he told her straight to her face, he didn't even say behind her back. He told it to her face. The reality is, you were with somebody and you left that person to go be with Destiny. So I don't give a fuck about nothing you got to say right now.
Oh, because all this is invalid. All this is not true. It don't matter what that person did. Because you didn't leave that dude for Destiny because Destiny's a fundamentally better person. He's not.
No, you left her because Destiny has more money and Destiny got clout.
If Destiny didn't have that clout, hell no. She left Destiny for clout, not even for money. Because if Destiny had the money without the clout, she wouldn't even know Destiny.
And that's true. If Destiny was just some unknown cryptocurrency millionaire, she wouldn't be with him.
She wouldn't be with him.
Or she wouldn't have been with him. And you did it on camera. You did it live. Everybody saw when you was doing it. Everybody saw how you and your ex-boyfriend, whatever, was streaming with Destiny and how you was not slowly, you were like, what's the word I'm looking for? You were like in open view. You were overtly paying more attention to Destiny than you were to your own man and flirting with him while your man was sitting right there.
Same.
Come on, bro.
Same, bro.
Come on, bro.
Same, bro.
Like, typically do monkey branch to better guys, and your own mating practices have proven what I'm saying, that you went. I mean, the reality is you left the guy that you were with before for Destiny because Destiny had more status, he had more clout. If we're going to be all the way 1,000 here, like, because women typically do monkey branch to better guys, and your own mating practices have proven what I'm saying, that you went to a better guy that you had, and you did it overtly on a camera. Let's be honest here. If we're going to be 1,000.
So there's absolutely nothing that I could say to change your mind to believe what I actually feel.
But what I'm saying is that Destiny was able to take you from that male because he was better in some regard.
Not because of his money and not because of his success.
He had more potential.
But they didn't tell the full story. You see, Destiny went to Sweden to hang out with one of his fans in Melina.
Try some wines.
Okay. Can we?
And then we got super drunk.
We need to. No.
No, we're not drunk.
Let me explain what happened.
He's like.
This one is drunk, and that guy is.
No, it's not true. You're drunk.
So right now, I'm babysitting these two guys because they're very drunk. So I'm trying to make sure that they become sober, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be sober? Okay.
Now, Melina and this fan was in a
right. So for context, Destiny is a bisexual male, and he was invited to Sweden to visit Melina and her ex-boyfriend to have an explorative weekend with the two of them. He left that weekend with that dude's chick, though.
All right. I don't even have to watch this anymore, bro. I know what this is. This is the definition of hoe ass niggatry.
This is some Darth Vader shit. You wanted to be a bitch ass nigga, just say you was a bitch ass nigga.
Right. I'm not even mad about it.
Right.
But
don't admit that you was just a bitch ass nigga, bro.
But what I hate even more is now we look at Destiny as either some type of victim or a hero because he broke up with his chick. Nigga, look at how he got with his chick. I'm supposed to feel away? I don't. Do you?
Nah, I think you did that. You did this to yourself, basically. But let's continue. The video is like halfway over. It's not much longer.
All right.
Polyamorous relationship. Now, apparently, Destiny
Trying to make sure that they become sober, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be sober? Okay.
Now, Melina and this fan was in a polyamorous relationship. Now, apparently, Destiny asked for what they were comfortable with beforehand, such as groping, etc., and he said he was fine with it.
So this is what we're doing. We're having a rehabilitation, just sensation for Steven, so he knows what it's like to be a real human. Because a big part of what society does today is that it disconnects you from the human experience. It makes you believe that you're not human.
Bro was trying to rehabilitate Destiny, and Destiny was trying to put 6 inches in his woman, bro. Diabolical activities, man.
I don't even think you guys hit them well. What? Don't look at me like that. Are you judging me? In Queensland, they could throw them out. I don't even think you guys hit them well. What?
But this dude was just thinking, Destiny will come, they will hook up, and it will end there. But Destiny apparently hooked up with Melina, liked it too much, and he took Melina from the fan. So a woman like that who would branch hop as fast as she did, you can't trust her. And it looked like it came back to bite Destiny in the butt. Because today, some Discord messages will leak from Destiny to where he essentially breaks down how him and Melina is breaking up, and he broke down exactly why. Let's get into it. Destiny would tell his head mod that him and Melina.
Okay, let's go over this.
And he
real
broke
quick.
down exactly why. Let's get into it. Destiny would tell Melina is breaking up, and he broke down exactly why. Let's get into it.
Okay. So this is Destiny messaging his community in his Discord chat. Are you familiar with what a Discord is?
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay, so Destiny is the top comment, and he says, yeah, I wanted a massive therapy session to see if I could express myself better and iron out some boundaries, but it's hard for me to ask for anything if I've been a pushover for so many years.
Destiny would tell his head mod that him.
Mel just wanted validation, and this guy is willing to do anything for her 24/7. He has no job and no life. Everything revolves around her. He changes his sleep schedule.
Melina recently had
when he travels to talk to her constantly.
A 5-hour therapy session to read this.
I'll touch on that a little bit, but yeah, the boundaries and everything in my relationship are absolutely fucking insane. Keep in mind, he spent the last year bragging about how stable his relationship was. Whenever he went to go debate with people why traditional monogamous relationships aren't better and they don't work, and how you're a fool if you feel like you think your woman should only have sex with you until the day she dies. That's fucking crazy to me. Oh, okay, all right. But I'll touch on that in a little bit. But yeah, the boundaries and everything in my relationship are fucking insane. But I never complained publicly because I didn't want to make Melina look bad, his wife.
Discuss the boundaries in a relationship, and that stemmed from.
I'm fine. This is the last toxic holdover I have from my past. So from here, it's all good for me. No, I don't want to complain because I don't want to make my wife look bad because we're supposed to be a married team. But she has no problem dumping on me to literally dozens and dozens of people over the past years. I'm assuming he means all the dudes he let her go shit with. So basically, Destiny would never shit on her or talk bad about her, especially in public. But whenever she would go fuck somebody who wasn't him, all she would do was talk to that guy about before she had sex with him or after about how fucking awful of a person Destiny is. Isn't that fucking crazy?
All right. It's not even that it's crazy to me. Is that I'm not terribly surprised. I'm more upset that I'm not upset. That I am. I'm more upset that I'm not upset. Because I'm not surprised.
Let's get through this manifesto.
Yeah. This nigga said manifesto.
Melina now has discussed the boundaries in a relationship, and that stemmed from Melina.
The problem isn't the people being the people being manipulative. The problem is the difference in how we treat our spouses. If girls want to get close to me, historically, they know the only way they could ever do it was sometimes by exaggerating how much they liked Melina. Because shitting on Melina or attacking my wife in general get you instantly on my bad side.
Now having a new boy
or my bad, get you instantly cut out from
toy in her life since it's an open relationship, and Destiny isn't okay with the boundary. They have gotten a little bit too close. He consistently.
But for Melina, the way to get closer to her was always by shitting on me because she loved the emotional validation of people, making her feel like every single problem
disrespects Destiny and she does nothing about it.
Every single problem in a relationship was my fault.
He even told Melina to leave Destiny and divorce him right now, or else he was going to unalive himself.
Now, I had a toxic problem with blaming myself for every single problem. Oh my God.
Now, so this dude is extremely toxic. And Destiny, who was married to Melina,
I had a toxic problem with blaming myself for every single problem ever in any of my relationships. ever so I figured if something was wrong, it was always on me to fix it.
Been telling Melina to leave this guy and stop talking to him, but Melina has refused to stop talking to the guy. So apparently Destiny has had enough, and he's now
They seemed okay because 3 days ago, before Mel was supposed to leave forever, this guy did something insanely toxic.
divorcing her, and he told her to get her stuff out of his house before he gets back on the knife. To get her stuff out of his house before he gets back on the knife. To get her stuff out of his house before he gets back on the knife.
Okay. They seemed okay because 3 days ago, before Mel was supposed to leave forever, this guy did something insanely toxic. Didn't Mel kind of warmed up to what I was asking for? She kind of warmed up to what I was asking for. Then in the day, she forgave everything again, and now she's back in it.
In the final,
I'll have a small convo when I'm back about things. I'm not going to nuke Melina or anything, but the last 2 months and 2 weeks have been a massive mind fuck for me, Mr. Bennington. They've been a massive mind fuck for him.
Why?
Watching her become obsessed with a toxic, abusive guy. When I visited Sweden last, and he gave Mel an ultimatum to divorce me, and then threatened to kill himself if she doesn't do it, among 20 other abusive and manipulative things he's done.
Final message, Destiny will say, I'll have a small convo when I'm back about things. I'm not going to...
Mr. Bennington, is there anything you want to say so far?
I'm not surprised by nothing I'm hearing. I am so not surprised. Listen, this is why, for men and for women, get with somebody who love y'all. Get with somebody who fuck with you. Just get with somebody who fuck with you, bro. And the best way to get with somebody who fuck with you is for you to fuck with you. If you love you, you know, when you love yourself, you know what you will and will not tolerate. You gotta love yourself first. I can guarantee you, the moment that you love yourself, you'll be surprised at the type of relationships you find yourself in. You'll be surprised at how many no's you're gonna hand out. It will astonish you. Love yourself first, bro. Destiny just gotta love himself first. And once he starts loving himself, he'll understand what it is to be in a real relationship.
All right, Mr. Bennington, from this point, do you want to kind of wrap this video up and get into our final thoughts and end the stream?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because at this stage of the game, I'm disgusted, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I refuse. Like, and here's the catch. I'm not even a fresh and fit guy, but I can't deny that they telling the truth. I'm not even a fresh and fit nigga. I'm really not. You know that about me.
Mm-hmm. I always back Fresh and Fit because they promote male self-improvement, and I think that's super important. I believe it's my life's mission, my life's journey, my goal is to help other men do what I've done for myself and constantly improve themselves. So, okay, you want to be in the video? You want to be in the video?
Oh, hi, how you doing? No, but I although I've never been a fresh and fit guy in terms of how they talk to women and how they talk about women, I have been a fresh and fit guy in terms of how they deal. Because here's the thing, fresh and fit to me, they're talking about a particular type of woman when they're handing out their advice.
Hoes.
Because they're not talking about women who
they ain't talking about like my wife. They ain't talking about her.
Yeah.
No.
They ain't talking about women who actually fuck with the men that they want to be, that they're with, and who's loving on them and doing what they need to do. They ain't talking about them. So although I recognize that, I just don't like how they talk about women. With that being said, They ain't wrong about Destiny, but no one's wrong about Destiny. We all see this coming.
But you know what's funny about Fresh Fit though? Like, they made a video on this situation. Reluctantly, actually, they made a video about the situation reluctantly because people kept asking them to talk about it. And then Fit from Fresh and Fit Myron, he said, "I really don't want to talk about this because I don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on Destiny. But all I can say is that I saw it coming, and I hope he does better." That's kind of basically what he was saying.
Yeah, me too. Listen, I don't know shit about Destiny. You have to tell me about this nigga. But the moment that you did, I was like, nothing good's gonna follow after what is said here. And then you told me about like, damn, all right, because this is not the first time you told me about Destiny. I just remember this being the first time that we're talking about him on screen. And first time you told me about him, and I was like,
we talk about Destiny on stream,
and this is and I was like, nothing good follows after that statement. Nothing good.
I think what's getting the internet ablaze is how smug he was about everything, how confident he was in his marriage, and I don't wish divorce on no motherfucker, especially not a man, because divorce for men is not good whatsoever. So I don't wish on anything, but you kind of did this to yourself, and if people want to poke fun at you for that, I understand why.
Yeah, but I also recognize that I've never been the type to kick a man while he's down. But I also know that based on everything you told me, I'm like, this feels inevitable.
It's like it was going to happen, right? That's what you're getting at. Like this was going to happen sooner or later. It was going to happen. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, no, because she's shown a pattern of it. She's shown a pattern. It's not even about him. She's shown a pattern of it. Because Destiny could have been any nigga. Destiny could have been me. Destiny could have been you.
I don't mean this to no disrespect, but I would never be on that Destiny shit.
No, not Destiny in terms of him letting his girl fuck other niggas, but I'm talking about.
I'll never be on that Destiny shit, bro. I'll never be on that Destiny.
Me neither. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about for her, she would have jumped on the next man, whoever it would have been.
Okay, let's finish this video up. Not much more to it. I'm looking at it 2 minutes.
All right.
Maybe even that. Let's finish this up and we'll close this motherfucker out. And then Mr. Bennington will give you one of his famous monologues about why you
or at least I'll try. At least I'll try. Go ahead. Hit it.
Duke, Melina, or anything, but the last 2 months and 2 weeks have been a massive mind F for me. Watching her become obsessed with a toxic, abusive guy. When I visited Sweden last, he gave Mel an ultimatum to divorce me and then threatened to unalive himself when she didn't do it. Among 20 other abusive / manipulative things he's done, and endlessly makes excuses for him. So I'm out. And this is the guy she left Destiny for. Listen, man, I've never used the term soy boy, bruh. But if the term soy boy would apply to anybody, bruh, it definitely applies to this dude right here, bruh. And what's even worse about it is Destiny would admit that Melina moved this dude into.
Okay, so Mr. Benson, here's what I think, right? I knew this part was gonna make you pop. I knew this part was gonna make you pop. I knew it was gonna get you. I think Melina has a sort of fetishization for unmasculine men.
She has to.
If you saw the guy she was with before Destiny, and if you look at Destiny himself, no disrespect, and the guy she left Destiny for, I think there's something in her brain that is really attracted to non-masculine men, feminine men, kind of like a Kira from Gundam. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, she likes nigga, she likes the Gundam wing cast for the cast.
Right. So I think there's something in her mind that's super attracted to that. Because Destiny isn't a very masculine man. You could tell he doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't work out. He's not assertive. You could tell he's not dominant. He doesn't put his foot down. He's admitted it to himself. He won't put his foot down. He'll let her do whatever she wants. She could walk all over him, basically, what he was saying. And then when she meets somebody more feminine than himself. Oh my God, she hit the gold rush.
Nigga,
Right?
she's with a man who's sitting on her lap.
Sitting on her, literally, with a man that's in her lap. So how can she beat that? I gotta leave Destiny for this guy. He's way more feminine. He don't got a job. He don't do nothing. He sit at home and he's sitting in a house that Destiny pays for and this and that. He's a broke bad bitch.
He is what bad bitches want to be.
Like,
he walks in the room and he's the baddest bitch in the room.
He's the baddest bitch in the room. So I think something in her mind is super attracted to these things, and the chances of her meeting somebody more feminine, because Destiny's not no punk.
He don't strike me as a punk, but
you know what I mean?
He's not, but he isn't the most masculine nigga you ever met in your life.
No, you can look at him and tell. Fuck the fact that he lets his wife have sex with other men, you could tell, right? But she found somebody more feminine than he is.
Yeah, she found somebody who would suck the dick with her.
Yeah, so it's like, what chance does he have? At least that's what I believe. I believe she has some fetishization of super feminine, passive, docile men, and oh my God, she hit the holy grail with this motherfucker.
She hit the holy grail with that nigga. That's a wild.
You found a man in a dress that's gonna sit in your lap, who don't got no muscle mass, no nothing, don't look like he could beat anybody's ass. You can be the boss bitch. You can be in charge. You can push this nigga around because Destiny's the one who initiated this divorce, and he was like, "Hey, you got a choice. You can go with this nigga, or you can get the fuck out my apartment." So you really only got one choice. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you like basically even Destiny got to a point when he was like, I'm not taking this shit no more. You know, so she was like, okay, you bucking too much. You getting too masculine for me. You putting your foot down too much. I thought you was gonna let me do whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
No. No.
So even Destiny wasn't feminine enough for her.
And Destiny a pretty feminine dude.
I don't say none of this with disrespect. If anything, I'm giving all the respect to Destiny. Because even he was like, yo, no, I'm not doing this shit, bro. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit. You want to be sexually explorative and do things I can't do for you, and fine, I can respect you, I can treat you right, I can do. I'm not saying I co-sign open relationships, but I could understand the mindset. Does that make any sense?
I guess.
You want to be sexually explorative and you want to discover your body. Oh, okay, maybe I could get behind that. But you want to like take care of and provide for this fucking loser who wears a dress and sit on your lap? No, I'm not doing that, because you're taking care of him with my money. So now you disrespected me because I pay for fucking everything.
I'm paying for you to cheat on me.
I'm paying for you to cheat on me.
I'm paying for you to denigrate me.
And even Destiny won't do that.
And Destiny won't do that shit. So there's a limit. Everybody got a limit.
Even Destiny won't pay for you to cheat on him in an open relationship.
Shouts out to Destiny. Shouts out to Destiny, my nigga. Right.
You see what I'm saying? This stream was not here to shit on Destiny.
No. I'm not a Destiny hater at all. I didn't know that much about him, but I'm like, I think that he's okay. He's going after. He's saying what he's saying what he thinks women want to hear.
I think Destiny is a product of his own beliefs. He's a victim of his own beliefs. If he is to be a feminist, if he is to believe these things, then by proxy, he has to let his wife fuck other men. He has to, or he'll be disingenuous.
Ooh, that's even worse then. So he can't put his foot down. It's kind of like Sneeko getting cut.
Oh, bro. Are we talking about Sneeko in the stream? Because that's
No.
gonna be a whole nother stream, man. But that's gonna be.
No. I'm just
You're
using this
been here
as
for an
example.
hour and 40 minutes. We gonna start talking about Sneeko. We gonna have to, because listen, I'll never classify myself as red pill or blue pill or none of that. So when you get to the extremes of that shit, you get Destiny, who's I'm so supportive of women. I would let my wife have sex with another man. Then you get to the Sneekos, it's like I'm so masculine. My wife can have sex with another man. It doesn't bother me. No, my wife have sex with another man bothers me. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it right here, right now. I will cease attraction to my wife if she has sex with another man. I'll say that right here. I'll put my foot down right here, right now. It's not going past that. We can do a Sneeko stream. I could pull up some stuff on Sneeko. That boy.
We got that's another hour. That's another hour and some change.
That's another hour and some change. I don't think we got time for that tonight, Mr. Bennington.
We ain't got time for that. Trust me, we ain't got. I was just using that as an example. I'm like, this is what happens when you. This is what happens.
I'm so confident. I'm so secure. I'm so masculine.
This is what happens when you cap too hard.
Another nigga. I don't give a fuck.
This is what happens when you cap too hard. Stop capping. On either side, stop capping. This is what happens when you cap too hard. Stop capping. If you know something bothers you, don't sit up here and pretend like you don't. If you saying what you need, see, this is the reason why this whole situation is why men will always lie and women will always wear makeup, because women are in love with what they hear and men are in love with what they see.
Yep. Say that again.
This whole situation is a reason why men will always lie and women will always wear makeup. Because women are in love with what they hear, men are in love with what they see.
I couldn't say that shit even. I couldn't say that shit better. I couldn't say
that.
This
is why no one will ever tell you the truth on the first date. Because if we told you the truth on the first date, you don't know if that person gonna stick around.
Yeah, I can't give you all my crazy up front.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm a firm believer in you. I don't believe in putting your best foot forward. I need you to put both feet forward. I need.
Say that again. And not your best foot, but both feet. Say that again.
But both feet. I don't need you to put your best foot forward. I need you to put both feet forward. I need to know what I'm fucking with before I decide to fuck with it.
Yep.
You need to know what you fucking with.
I don't want to get your best foot forward. And
I need both feet
later.
And then all of a sudden you turn. That's the reason why. There's a reason why they say all of a sudden she turned crazy. She ain't turned crazy. She been that. Anakin turned to Darth Vader. No, he didn't. He been that. He been that nigga.
He been a bitch ass nigga, bro.
He been that. That's his answer for things. His mama died in his arms. What did he do? Destroy the entire encampment.
They killed my mom, so I killed them. And not just the men.
The women, the children.
And the children too. They killed them all.
Mass murder is always an option for this nigga.
I'm like, oh shit, nigga,
you wilded.
You been this nigga, bro. You
ain't turned. See, people are operating.
Mr. Bennington, I got a question for you.
People are operating the premise that he turned into a different nigga. No, he's been that.
Mr. Bennington, I got a question for you. My question is simple. How can one learn this power?
Exactly. The fact that you want to learn this power. The fact that mass murder is always an option. Y'all think he turned into Darth Vader? No, he been Vader. He been this nigga.
The answer is not from a Jedi.
Yeah. Not from a Jedi.
Yeah. Mr. Bennington, one more time I'll ask you. How can one learn this power?
Not from a bitch ass nigga.
Not from a bitch ass nigga. You gotta stand 10 toes down, nigga.
You gotta stand 10 toes down. But you can't do that if you don't know yourself. You gotta know. You gotta be willing. This is the reason why I say all the time. Loving yourself is not necessarily just having high self-esteem. It's being real with yourself. You gotta know who you are. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You can't put your best foot forward on yourself. You gotta put both feet forward on yourself. You
100%.
gotta know what you are.
All right. Hey, so we're gonna finish this video up and we'll give our final thoughts and let you
Yeah.
guys go. Because
Yes,
I,
sir.
I don't want to hold you guys hostage all goddamn night.
Nah, cause hey, we both gotta be up anyway, bro. So yeah.
Bro, I gotta be up at 5 in the morning, bro. We hitting almost 2 hours. Let's
Yeah,
wrap
we
this.
don't for real. I gotta be up with my girl, so
Yeah, shit, same here, bro. My girl in the fuck, not my girl, my wife is in the
yeah,
other room waiting on me to come to bed. Like this shit.
she
So,
for real.
so
She
let's
tripping
finish
on me
this
right
shit
now.
up. Oh my god, this is a wild ride. I will say one thing though. You ever seen the episode of Boondocks when Tom
Yeah.
and Sarah
And
were
Usher?
and Usher?
Yeah.
Bro, one thing I took from that episode since a child, that one waiter in the restaurant. When that
When
shit
let the
happened to me
shit
though.
happen, you know. Well let
When
that
that
shit
shit happened to me though, bro. What let that shit happen to me though, bro? What?
let that shit I
Hey,
don't care.
Captain, Mr. Bennington, Captain Howard says that needs to be on a T-shirt.
What?
Oh shit, I don't know. I think we was talking about always being a bitch ass nigga. I think that's what he
Yeah.
was to.
He didn't turn into that. He been that.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. We need to put that shit on the T-shirt.
Always were. You think he turned into that?
Into the apartment that Destiny was paying for. Bro, this chick's got some nerves, yo. Honestly, this is the natural progression. Some women are hypergamous and will date whoever they got to date to climb that ladder. And once they climb the ladder, they date men who they really want to date. So Melina probably dated Destiny when he was the top streamer and she needed his money. Now that she got married, probably got half his wealth. Now she's also a lit streamer off of his clout. Now she don't need him. Now she can date who she really want to date. Now, Melina is a sexual deviant. She's hypersexual. So she probably got some mental health issues that requires, she needs a guy that she wants to take care of and pamper. Because the dude is sitting on her lap. She can't be sexually attracted to this dude, right? And ain't no man in a dress sitting on a woman's lap. How are you sexually attracted to that guy? But she probably has a mental health issue, man, to where she has mommy or daddy issues to where she wants to be a caregiver, right? That's her kink. But people are saying this is Destiny's karma for taking the fan's wife. I don't know. I still consider Destiny a friend, so I'm not going to rejoice in this man's trauma, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think about this entire issue, all right? It's your boy, Poetic Flacco. Like the video, sub to the channel, man. Also, if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out who the rappers are that got away with sleeping with girls under 18. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about.
Motherfucker, is that Usher?
Out of here, folks.
That is Big Sean and Drake.
Ooh.
I'm not trying to, but we'll talk about that later. The fact of the matter is this: love yourself, man.
Hold on, let me see if I can make you full screen. Let me see if I can make you full screen so you can get off on your soapbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, do your thing.
No. Keep talking too. I'm gonna
Oh.
see what you show.
Okay. I was gonna say, just love yourself.
There we go. Here we go.
There we go. Hey guys. All right. This is what I was trying to say. Love yourself and know yourself before you step into any relationship. And when you do, you'll be surprised at what you will and will not tolerate in said relationship. And also, understand this. There's a reason why men will always tell lies and women will always wear makeup. Because men are.
For clarification, Captain Hyrule, he put in the chat, he was specifically referencing this quote: "Men lie and women wear makeup."
Yeah, men will always lie and women will always wear makeup because women are in love with what they hear and men are in love with what they see. But the moment that we stop being in love with what we see and hear and be in love with what the person is, you will be surprised at the type of relationships you will find yourself in, and you'll be surprised at the relationships you won't find yourself in.
Shit. Is there okay? So at this point of the stream, Um, there was more people in here, and we'll have more people to do this. But are there any final thoughts, last words of wisdom you want to leave with the people?
Just once again, like I said, just love yourself and love the person that you with, and everything will work out. That's all y'all gotta do. That's all relationships are. Love yourself and love the person that you with. Everything else will fix itself. Everything else fixes itself. But you have to give it time to fix itself. You gotta give it time to. You gotta give yourself time to grow, and also you gotta give yourself permission to fuck up. Give yourself permission to fuck up. Give yourself permission to not get it right. Now, I'm not saying give yourself permission to cheat on your broad and disrespect her and denigrate her and harm her or whatever shit like that. But give yourself permission to fuck up. Give yourself the forgiveness and the grace to fuck up and come back from it. And if you do that to both parties, the relationship will last. You don't think that 25, you don't think a relationship that's been together for 27 years, no one fucked up? Of course they did. How they stay together? By recognizing that there are things that are bigger than them, by recognizing that there are things that they can always come back from a fuck up and giving each other the grace to do so. That's it, man. Be in a relationship easy, bro. Just stay with each other, man. All right? We ain't gotta be perfect. We just gotta do the best we can every day. So just do the best you can every day. Everything will work out. Anything on your end, Sophie?
Yeah, I would say to that. Let me. How can I get this the stream back to? Perfect. I figured this shit out. Damn, I'm so good at this shit. Um, uh, conflict conflict resolution. I'm speaking from the perspective of a married man. This is my life. This is something I've had to do, understand, realize, actuate, put into practice. However you want to put it. I don't give a fuck. Conflict resolution.
It's a real thing.
If you reach an impasse, if you reach a point of no return or something you think is a point of no return, sit down, communicate with your spouse, find that middle ground, find that compromise, whatever it needs to be, and solve the problem before it becomes a problem. That's it.
It might not even be that big of a problem. Y'all just might be tripping. It could be something like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you straight up. Me and my wife, we don't have problems. We don't have real fights. Me and my wife, we bicker over dumb shit. And then we'll sit down and be like, wait, what are we like arguing about? The toothpaste? You didn't put the cap on the toothpaste? This is the extent of what we fight over? Yeah, this ain't like a real fight, bro.
This ain't a real fight.
This ain't a real fight. It's just like we don't have real fights. And so if it's something and it's not to like give an ultimatum, but ask yourself straight up, is this worth
a real fight?
Abandoning the relationship, divorcing over, however you want to put it? If your answer is, well, no, I'm not going to leave this girl because she won't put the caps back on her makeup pens. Okay, well then shut the fuck up.
Right. Like, if y'all gonna leave each other for a real issue.
Yeah, like, if it's not worth leaving each other over, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
For life.
Like, yeah, just get over it. Resolve the conflict. Yeah, get over it.
Like, we got real problems around the corner. What are we talking about?
Yeah, this ain't a real problem. Like, conflict resolution, it's a skill. Learn it. It'll help you.
That nigga said conflict resolution is a skill. It's a skill. It's a real skill. It's like, nigga, we got real problems out here in these streets. We got like, there are real enemies at the gate. You know it's not an enemy? Toothpaste. I refuse to have this conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Not over toothpaste. No, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Mr. Bennington.
He said, I'm not doing it. Not over toothpaste. No.
So Mr. Bennington.
Yes, sir.
The return of the SOULcast.
I'm happy. When you want to come back?
If we could do it before the week is over, great. If we wait till next week, it is
We
what
can
it
do
is.
it. Yeah, we can do it before the week is over.
Yeah, we'll speak about that properly.
Yeah.
If we can do it before the week is over, it's fine. But
Yeah.
as frequently as possible,
All right.
Mr. Bennington and I will be here with a new day, new SOULcast, new topic.
Yes, sir. I will always be here.
And then we're gonna bring this back, and then we're gonna try to get some guests involved in this. You know.
Yeah, I would like to.
But for the most part, it'll be me and Mr. Benson here. You know what I mean? This product will not be reliant on having guests to keep
sustained.
sustained.
That's the worst type of. I would make the argument that that's the worst type of product to have.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. But when there are guests, it'll definitely be worth it. For the next SOULcast, I'm going to reach out to Captain Valen.
Ooh, that's my boy.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach out to Captain Valen, try to see what could be worked with that.
Yeah. Did we ever read Air Gear?
No. And Captain Valen Air Gear. Oh my God, man, we need to look into that. I think we got some homework to do.
Yeah, because you're like, we thought it was about skating. I didn't know their names were powered.
Yeah, what? And I think it was Stoney who recommended some fucking manga about basketball. I forgot.
Oh no, that was us, the Kuroko no Basket. You were like, they had niggas with power. He was like, his powers is that he can break your ankles. This is basketball. That's not power.
He has the ultimate cross up. What are you talking about? Like,
what are you talking about? No, I told you about that one dude where it's like
he's so mid, he's so average that other players can't even recognize him on the field, so he could disappear.
Yeah, he literally can disappear. No, or the other one where it's like his stats go down by 50%, but the entire team stats go up by 50%.
That's crazy.
I'm like, nigga, that's broken. I don't think you understand how broken that power is. As long as you don't pass him a ball and he's on the floor, nigga, he's like, I don't care how bad he is. You just told me Steph Curry has a 105% chance of shooting threes,
bro,
and making it. Is like what?
But let's wrap this up here.
Yes, sir.
This has been super fun. The SOULcast, bringing it back. The SOULcast is back, Mr. Bennington.
SOULcast is back, and also what is also going to be a new thing I'm going to start doing, and I'm glad that you brought this up. I am going to start adding commentary to the videos that I make in terms of my video game videos, so you can understand the psychology and mindset into the decisions I'm making on each video and on each mission and task I'm doing, because a lot of people don't understand it. So I would like to walk through it. So I'm going to start adding commentary to the videos via StreamYard.
So real quick, Mr. Bennington, look in the camera. Tell these people where they can find you.
Oh yes, you can find me on YouTube, David Bennington. You can also find me on Facebook, Michael Smith. You can also find me on Instagram, even though I'm making another one. So, but when I finish making it and putting it all together,
get there when it happens. Yeah,
then we get there. But right now, Facebook and YouTube is where you can definitely find me. I'm going to start making newer material, so please watch out for that as well. Also, the SOULcast is back, so I cannot wait to start doing this more often. And I can't. And honestly, it's been such a long time, and I can't wait to get back to where we were before, because it was God, it was amazing. And I want to get back to that.
I'm right there with you. I think
Yeah.
I'm finally like mentally a whole bunch of other different ways prepared to reestablish a SOULcast, whether it be once or twice or 3 times a week or whatever that
Well,
however it happens. I think the chips are kind of gonna fall where they fall on that. But
yeah.
I'm ready to hit the SOULcast. This is the return of the SOULcast.
Yeah.
Let's hey, Mr. Bennington is. I think like,
We're doing this.
we need to hit this shit back to back, right?
Right. I'm honestly, I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Let's do it. Well, actually, I might be a little busy, but I ain't gonna be so busy I can't come back.
Well, a SOULcast tomorrow? I think that's possible.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Yeah, I'll need to kind of throughout the day, I need to come with some topics. So I need to kind of come with some stuff to talk about. You know, even though we did better than I thought we did today, because before I even got to the topic, we spent a lot of time just like bullshitting, which is great though. Which is great.
Right.
So,
because it gives the SOULcast personality, because we're not just talking about the topic.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm going for. I also have an idea. I'm going to start doing. I'm going to re-download this whole cast. And like sift through it, search through it, and like get clips of it and stuff like that, and kind of like upload the highlights of it. Basically.
Yes, sir.
So I think that'll be good too. But SOULcast tomorrow. Not 100% confirmed right now, but Mr. Bennington and I will talk about this in private.
Yes, sir.
And then if there is a SOULcast tomorrow, then hey, just the only thing I could say, to quote a wise man known as Dwayne Carter, aka Lil Tunchi, I'll just say, hey, don't cry, stay tuned.
Right. We'll be here. We will be here.
All right, guys. It's your boy. It's your boys. David Bennington.
Soulfist.
King Soul. Hell Hydra.
Young guy Emperor. Oh my God. I'll see y'all soon.